not for you. Not for you, goaty goats. You got some over there. These are not for you. No. All right, you guys ready to meet the new baby goats? Welcome back to the channel, everyone. You're in for some cuteness overload. Butch, these are not for you. Come on, little guys. Look what I brought. You guys love these. There you go. You guys love those, huh? So the little white one here, he's going to be our buck. And we got him from Chad from North Country Off Grid. And then this little guy will be his buddy. We banded him Saturday, so it's just been a couple days. So he's no longer a buck, he is a wether. And we got him from Jeremy and Angela with Living the Dream Homestead. You guys should check out both their channels. I'll put the link in the description. And yeah, so there they are. They're so adorable. We need names. Please help us out with some names. Let me give you a little bit of personality history that we have had with them so far, and that'll help you choose names. The little white one, he is very, very friendly. He practically climbs up on my lap, just wanting to be scratched on the head and pet. And that's really good since he's going to be the buck. That's good that he's really, really friendly. This little guy, he's very skittish. I'm actually surprised he's this close to me, but he is getting a little bit friendlier. I've been coming out here and sitting down and spending time with them. Let's see if he'll let me scratch his head. Yeah, see? Not right now. He's like, I'm eating, leave me alone. He doesn't want nothing to do with me right now. And it's been a little bit of a trial with both these guys with the electric fence. He was zapped. The little white one was zapped like 4 times. I think he's definitely learned his lesson. He doesn't go near the fence anymore. But this guy, this guy here, he has not just been zapped, but he actually barges through the fence. Instead of backing out, he goes through it. And he did it again today. It's been a few days since he's done it. So we brought him home on a Friday. He did it like 3 times on Saturday when we were introducing him to the fence. And then he hasn't done it since until today. He went through the fence again. So I almost feel like Tank is a good name for him, but I'm going to let our subscribers give us names. We need name suggestions for both of these little guys. Love those thimbleberry bushes, don't you guys? That's good stuff. It's good stuff. You come right on over. Come here. There you go. Let me pet you a little bit now. Yeah, he's pretty skittish. Can't make a lot of sudden movements. I try to move really kind of slow so I don't freak him out, and he knows that we're not a threat. And bringing food in like this to him, especially the thimbleberry bushes, because they absolutely love those. They know that we're a good thing. We give them food. They like that. You like that. You just love your head scratches, huh? Yeah. Hi. Hi, little guy. Names. We need names. Name suggestions, please. Comment below. Come on, Goose. Gabby. Busted. You egg thief. Yeah, I think I better go sharpen the saw. I forgot that Stuart used it, and I think that's why I got caught. Either that or inexperience. So let's go sharpen the saw. And I'll show you how I like to do it. All right, so I put it in a vise, and eventually I'll get to the point where I can just do it on the ground, but I need to learn the tension on the chain so it doesn't move or too much wiggle room when you're sharpening it. But anyway, I'm using the vise, and let me go over the little bit of history of how Stuart was trying to teach me how to sharpen chainsaw. So he brought me out here and he had this contraption here. And somehow you put it on there this way, something, and it's supposed to get the right angle for you, but it was really hard to set it up. He was having a hard time just setting it up so he could show me. And I was like, there's got to be an easier way. You should be able to just stop what you're doing when you're in the middle of using your chainsaw and sharpen your chainsaw when it needs to be done. This thing just seems like it would take way too long. So my opinion on this is it's a piece of junk. So we went and we bought one of these file guides. So your file is supposed to slide in here, and then it helps to keep you, it has a mark on the back side here. Let me put my glasses on. It has a mark on the back side. Let's see if you can see that. There it is. Okay, those two lines right there, that's your angle for your 30-degree angle. So I sharpened my chainsaw using this, and I was like, okay, cool. Hopefully this works, right? It seemed like it was working. And then our friend came over, our friend Logger Nameless. He's a private person, so we never mention his name, but he has helped me. He has helped us out quite a bit. And I had him check my chain, and he checked underneath each tooth. And the problem that he saw is that these files don't allow you to get underneath the tooth the way you should. It was taking off material where you didn't want material being taken off of, if that makes any sense. So this one is now considered garbage. He said file by hand, and he suggested to go watch Buckin Billy Ray on YouTube. And I did that, and he's got a lot of good videos on there on how to sharpen your chainsaw by hand. This guy, this is all he does, is chainsaws. So I'm not going to show you how I do it. I'm just showing you, I'm just telling you the history of me learning how to sharpen my chainsaw and why I'm doing it by hand and why I prefer it and why I feel it's the easiest, because now I can take this with me when I learn how to do it out in the field. When I get to that point, though, I can take it with me when I'm out there bucking wood or doing whatever I'm doing, and I can sharpen my chainsaw right there and not have to deal with any other gadgets that don't work. So, Buckin Billy Ray, I love how he says this. It's not rocket science. So I'm just going to mark the tooth that I'm starting with. Okay, so I'm following the contour that I already have going on, as long as you're approximately at your 30-degree. And I have a hold of this side and, of course, a hold of this side. And I push and pull and twist a little bit and kind of push up a little bit so that way it's getting right underneath that tooth. This is pretty dull. That feels good. Okay, so moving on to the next tooth. Okay, we're back where we started. Turn it around. Okay, we'll mark this tooth. This way is a little bit of a challenge for me because I am so right-handed, it's not even funny. I can't do anything with my left hand. All right, so this tooth here, because I'm still learning, I think I might have messed it up last time that I sharpened it because there's not a real good point on this one side. I'm not going to explain everything because I don't even know what I'm doing, but I guess this is like maybe a good video for those that are trying to learn and, you know, fixing your errors or trying to figure out what you did wrong. So I'm just working on this one a little bit more. To get it to the point where I think that feels good right there. Just to get it to the point where I feel it needs to be. And if you can tell, I did switch sides. Instead of doing it this way, I was struggling a little too much. So I suggest watching Buckin Billy Ray on YouTube. I'll put the link in the description. He has some good videos on sharpening your chainsaw. Sometimes he's a little bit all over on the camera, but he is just so excited and his enthusiasm is just amazing. So I would definitely watch some of his videos if you really want to know how to do it, because I'm still learning and this isn't a how-to. It was just a suggestion because this was the easiest way for me. Manual, do it by hand. All right, let's go buck a couple more rounds and see how it's cutting. We'll check the chips to see how big they are. I don't know what size they're supposed to be, but as long as they're not throwing little tiny, you know, sawdust, then I say I'm doing good. So there's the size. They're not super small, but I think it probably could be sharpened more. So I'll concentrate on sharpening it a little bit better when I go back to sharpen it again. Like I said, I'm still learning. I didn't put my shield down. I'm not used to bucking up wood or logs on the ground. I always get my blade pinched. Watch out, Goose. You better watch out, mister. Nah. Nah. All right, guys. I'm gonna finish up as much as I can off camera so I don't have dead batteries, and I wanna close this out before batteries die. Oh, let me take this off a minute because Holy smokes, that's hot. Ugh. Ugh. So that's just the way I sharpen, that I've learned how to sharpen, that I like, the easiest way for me. There might be a lot of people out there that are going to comment and say, no, you need to use the guide, you need to do this, but you got to remember that what works for you may not work for others. So this is what works for me. I seem to get a sharper tooth, and I'm getting underneath it correctly and not cutting the front of it off. I don't even know how to explain it. I seem to get it underneath the tooth correctly. Anyway, you guys have an awesome week. We'll see you next time. Oh, and don't forget the YouTube meet and greet on July 23rd. A link is in the description for you to sign up for the email list, so that way you can get all the notifications as far as who's going to be there and when registration is going to be open. You're going to want to be on the email list, so that way you get that, so that way you can actually register, because it's limited and you have to be registered to come. So, free event. There's going to be food, awesome giveaways, some awesome channels there. Bring the kiddos, and I hope to see you there and we get to meet you. See you on the next one, everyone. Love you. Bye.